Welcome to the OLV Daily Reflection for Saturday, December 12th. Today, the Universal Church celebrates the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. In the daily reflection 3 days ago, I talked about the interaction between St. Juan Diego and the Blessed Virgin on this day in 1531 that led to the presentation of the miraculous image of the Virgin of Guadalupe to the bishop by St. Juan Diego. But what I did not talk about in this encounter was an important saying that the Blessed Virgin said to St. Juan Diego on this day in 1531. She told him, "Am I not here, I who am your mother?" And this saying points to the Virgin Mary's concern for St. Juan Diego, but also this concern for him is also concern for us. Because as with every Marian apparition that's happened throughout the world, throughout the 2,000-year history of the Church, she reminds us of her great concern for each of us. And furthermore, we know that we have a constant intercessor on our behalf who's always ready to appeal to her Son, Jesus Christ, especially in the difficult moments of our lives. And this miraculous image of the Blessed Virgin Mary, under the title of Our Lady of Guadalupe, provides us with some additional insights on this feast day. If you have not seen it, you can Google an image of it, but it shows the Blessed Virgin Mary with native features and native dress. Furthermore, she's supported by an angel whose wings are reminiscent of one of the major gods of the traditional region of that area of Mexico. The moon is beneath her feet, and her blue mantle is covered with gold stars. The black girdle around her waist signifies that she is pregnant. Thus, the image graphically depicts the fact that Christ is to be born again among the peoples of the New World at that time. And with this image in mind and the knowledge that comes from it, the Church gives us a reading for our Mass today from the 11th chapter of the book of Revelation. And these words fit this image very well. It reads, "God's temple in heaven was opened, and the Ark of the Covenant could be seen in the temple. A great sign appeared in the sky, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and on her head was a crown of 12 stars. And she was with child and wailed aloud in pain as she labored to give birth. Then another sign appeared in the sky. It was a huge red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns, and on its heads were 7 diadems. Its tail swept away a third of the stars in the sky and hurled them down to the earth. Then the dragon stood before the woman about to give birth, to devour her child when she gave birth. She gave birth to a son, a male child, destined to rule all the nations with an iron rod. Her child was caught up to God and to his throne. The woman herself fled into the desert where she had a place prepared by God. Then I heard a loud voice in heaven say, 'Now has salvation and power come, in the kingdom of our God, and the authority of his anointed.'" So the images of the book of Revelation confirm this image of Our Lady of Guadalupe and the important role that Mary has as the Mother of God and truly a mediator of God's grace through the birth of Jesus Christ. So we as Catholics venerate Mary because of her important role in salvation history. And we know because of her apparitions and her appearances to people throughout the world, she is here to help us, support us, pray for us, and also to inspire us, because she truly is the first disciple of Jesus Christ. And by her actions, she models how we are to say yes to Jesus and to follow his guidance throughout our lives. So, as we continue with this feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe, let us give thanks to God for his Son, Jesus Christ, who will be born, who will celebrate his birth here in the coming days. But also let us give praise to God for the great gift of Mary, a constant intercessor a model of faith, and someone who we can always have recourse to throughout our lives. Our Lady of Guadalupe, pray for us.